time in the lane against the Dawnbreaker. Buys a blink, blows up the and to be able to fix that.
Oh, is that enough though? Again, as soon as the level's picked up from Moneymakers, how aggressive they are looking to get inside this lane.
Yeah, you have to say level 3, right? Just
top lane Slayer.
Oh.
It should be our first blood. Not gonna have to worry too much about the battery. So Hawkeye indeed will do it. It's gonna find it. They queued up. First, do we like that? And what could the progression be afterwards?
It's going to depend on like when he looks to pick it up, right? Going up against the Ursa, he's just going to pop the Enrage and then not really care too much about it. I mean, even just having the Vessel to be able to cancel out blinks sometimes, but I would have to say Melody's probably dead. But you get a turnaround. You got to say that just having that tool to
Malik can stand strong and turn it back on a Slayer. He's got some stick charges and that would be enough to actually keep him alive in the end. There is a lot of back and forth with spells and right clicks being traded. No real kills just yet at the moment though, but is the resource battle. Meanwhile, inside the river, Melodil along with Melody. Really nice use of the telekinesis that might get him actually out to safety here, and maybe even a turnaround as well as the Dawnbreaker is going to rotate on over. It will be a 1-for-1 across the map.
He's pathing inside of the fog, so he's going to run into the Skyreth Mage though.
Slay should be able to get her right with the cogs push away. Well, it's a pretty good timing out of the silence. The quick fingers. Denal's going to get it. Slay might get a solo kill, in fact. Doesn't get the wisdom room. Oh no, the battery sword expired. All right, so he's able to get away with the rune. Meanwhile, Bignum.
Same thing happened on the other side.
Yeah.
The Moneymakers were able to. He's even got a neutral item to be able to play around with, getting very close to his level 6 as well. Bit of a backstab potentially happening here onto him though. Just hits up onto that ultimate. And they're going to pop
Solid Guardian. All right. So much hate for poor old Malik.
Surely. Okay.
I mean, Avenge is going to do whatever he can. Maybe even be able to get the kill onto the Clockwork. Slayer still alive for the moment. The ball will get the finishing blow, but Melody will give a double kill to Lucas.
Keeper of the light and prevent him from running away. Again, it's a ballsy move, right? You really give up your late game scaling potential, but if you just dominate the early game so hard, it really doesn't matter. So
this looks really awkward for Moneymakers. And Melodil's going to be able to cut off one. The fissure was just a little bit short to block Bignum in as well. They want to... Can they even get the kill? Looks like the slows from Denial. Melodil's going to be able to continue to chase him down. Finds a perfect way to cut through the trees as well and snipes.
Up to once again try and slow down this push. Maybe feeling confident without the stuns available, but it's just inevitable. That attack speed aura.
All right, why not? Melodil, instant use of the Echo Slam. The Solar Guardian's going to be enough to keep Igor alive for the moment. They're going to try and turn to Denial now as well, as with the help of Lucas, they'll get the kill, and that blink reveal doesn't really give.
They might have even considered contesting.
Invisibility.
I think they're going to be satisfied enough just knowing that this is an Ursa that is not going to be building up his net worth at the same scale of a PA if he's not taking these big objectives and being a part of these team fights.
It's going to be an Ursa who needs some assistance and will not get it though. Eagle with a quick TP down with the boots of travel.
They don't have any vision in here right now, so they don't know that a lot of their stacks are being taken away.
Slayer, hook shot into the Solar Guardian, is very close to the tier 1 tower. This is looking a little bit awkward if they're unable to blow him up, and that would not be the case thanks to Melody's save. They'll even get Slayer as well by the looks of it. Melodil quickly there to be able to stop the TP. That was an ambitious attempt. And now bottom lane as well. Shigetsu solo kills Lucas. I mean, there's no way he makes it out of this one alive. But the fact that we can see him even solo kill Lucas at this stage of the game is what the Diffuser Blade is able to provide him. He's going to try and juke through the trees, but Ego and Bignum sift him out.
EA's got a Battle Fury, so not the best timing, but not the worst. And Lucas is going to be very happy at being able to just move on to where a lot of these stacks have started to be built up. Just the 1 point in the blur, it's all he needs.
Slay does run into Melody, but it's going to be a bit awkward with Malik's positioning as well. Quick and easy kill. Since then,
I think it's okay as long as he's keeping lanes shoved, right? You've only lost a tier 1 tower so far, which doesn't feel horrible, right? You've got so much stuns, you've got so much push with an early Helm of the Overlord.
Oh, Melodil, there's a big Echo Slam. All he saw were the creeps, didn't know where the Cotter was, but no hesitation with jumping over the top. And now Melody is going to be able to swap back to Dawn. Nice stolen swap though. Bignum will keep
more value the bottom tier 1 relative to mid, but they end up getting both anyway.
Dire's bottom tower.
And they're just not going to let up. Don't give Lucas anywhere to be able to farm. They know that he's probably going to be in the safest places, and they know that he's not going to be a factor for this next little bit.
Swap up in one. Not even going to need it. Missile to combine with the Mystic Flare. They're pinging out like a ward is there. That is just natural read from NAVI, and now a T2 tower that's going to follow off the back.
Keep on pressing forward. You want to be using your vision to its fullest potential. You want to be taking even more tier 2 towers so that there's lesser and lesser places for you to be able to pick up this farm on your PA. And well, now Melodule, he's even got a haste rune alongside his level 12 Echo Slam and Aghanim Scepter.
Or Bignum in front of the tier 3 tower that they're able to
for free, but the worry is, man, Lucas is eventually going to pop the blur to walk into this creep wave, but it doesn't feel like the safest place to be. Oh, and they're going to know you could just blind Echo.
Oh, no. Yeah, won't even need it, dude. He's gonna, that's all he's gonna jump over the top, try and get cute with his game. The Haste Melodule is always going to be able to stick onto his target. NAVI just sweeping across.
I mean, I guess they're feeling relatively confident with the 4-staff, with the Spirit Vessel. They're going to need to get that jump instantly onto Melodule. Next thing. Is it also the chain control there? He can just jump away.
Ooh, does he want to use the echoes? The team's coming over. Won't get it off fast enough, so alright, big kill. NAVI kind of
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Slight mistake, you know. I mean, you can.
So they're even just pinging it immediately, saying this is the place that the PA is farming. There is no way for him to contest. We've got an outnumber as soon as our Shaker's back available.
Look at Shigetsu. No hesitation with jumping behind the T2 tower. He has nothing to fear at all. Already MKB is on his mind as well with the status of this game. He's going to be
under attack.
Oh, Melodule.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait, what? Why was there... I don't know why the hell there was a creep there. I mean, they're still going to be able to cut him off. Nicely done. Melody taking in, and they're going to scout him out inside the tree line. Melodule, dude, they're just everywhere, man. The read from him on where the Phantom Assassin was farming, and just the instant response from the rest of NAVI as well to try and TP down and convert on the kill.
They're in their head. That's all it is, right? Like, they've got only one tier 2 tower to be able to play around. We just took the Tormentor, so we can't be here. We just went through the Ancient Camp, so we can't be here. And, you know, it's not exactly easy to be able to move across the map inside of the inside of the Radiant Ancient area either. So where exactly is he meant to farm on this PA?
I go now to the river.
What are you supposed to do when you gotta... Well, they're going to try and smoke off the back of the BKB picked up from Lucas. Who is the target and how do they start? They might run into Denial first. And they're going to jump into that's it. BKB for almost what felt like a guaranteed kill is also pretty nice. So,
yep. So many
see when they're Tony Hawky boys. And they're going to smoke from Moneymakers. Melodule does reveal in the lane. Let's see if they're going to be able to blow him up from 4 to 0. But an incredible swap will be able to keep him alive. And now the initiation, it's gone wayward, and they're going to be able to utilize this to their advantage. Moneymakers are all grouped up for the kill, and meanwhile inside the river as well, Lucas, he's completely isolated. No one there to be able to help him out, and now they're going to be able to catch up.
And, okay, he's going to need to back off to prevent himself from dying to the old Tormentor.
Nice Slayer.
Another pickoff onto Slayer, poor guy. And it's just going to set up for the next Roshan. They know it's top. It's about the time that it would have been to him right now. So if you're going to take any sort of fight, this is the time to do it before Ursa's at full denial.
Oh, they're going to glimpse the Moneymakers. I mean, there's going to be a DD, but Melodule. Oh, that's a huge echo. What a stop from Melodule. They just blow up the PA. Dawnbreaker has to split to the right, but meanwhile, back inside the river as well. The rest of NAVI, they're cleaning up the other components. Igor's Coddle's going to be caught out. Shigetsu will jump over and find the bashes. Oh.
Didn't really pop much, though, on Moneymakers to be able to make that last fight happen. It's not like there was even a BKB used, just Spirit Form. That's up in another 5 seconds, so maybe they can make something happen here. Igor is super far forward.
Shigetsu going to be enraged. It's a pretty good vision to be able to buy some time here for the Ursa. Meanwhile, Malik's going to try and deal with the Rubik on the backline as well. Both heroes killed off the start. Lucas is trying to do what he can. He's going to jump into the low ground, but Lucas, just a suicide attempt. And at this stage of the game, Exactly right. You had to go for some crazy stuff, and in the end, Navi, they're going to be rewarded with their game 1 victory here off the back of the clean performance. That might be the mid-earth spirit, so we'll see.
When you've got a Beastmaster, that's the case. When you've got a Shadow Fiend against a melee hero.
They do at least have Lucas up top having a very good time here with the Faceless Void, so... See, there might be some pressure onto Denial too. Bludgeonade's going to be used from Slayer. He's able to freshen up a little bit with his stick charges, but it's not going to matter. Lucas jumps over the top. Funny to watch Alchemist be strong in lanes now. I know it's been like this for a while since Agreeable Grease changed. And we're probably going to see that be the case as well with the kill onto the Alchemist. Multiple blood grenades utilized to help secure it. Bignem's going to try and actually go in for the kill onto Shigetsu. And he's going to be rewarded for that as well. That feels really nice. I mean, yeah, you lose your Beastmaster, but still, this is a support who can do a lot with golden experience and find a crop.
A grenade power, man. This is what it does. This looks like Slayer will be able to still block up this camp, but I'm not sure if it's going to be for a worthwhile cause. He does have a blood grenade and a pretty healthy magic one to be able to play around with, so actually they will get a kill onto Denial. More stuff being given over to Lucas, so good little start for Moneymakers so far. A grenade power, man. This is what it does. This looks like Slayer will be able to still block up this camp, but I'm not sure if it's going to be for a worthwhile cause. He does have a blood grenade and a pretty healthy magic one to be able to play around with, so actually they will get a kill onto Denial. More stuff being given over to Lucas.
And now you're going to have a super active mid laner compared to a farming one on Ugor. He's actually coming down bottom though, so it looks like he's reading this move. They're going to have some numbers to take the fight on Moneymakers. Melodil tries to step in. It's a pretty good magnetizer. It's going to be catastrophic with the Fatal Bonds as well. All of this AoE magical damage is going to start to tear them apart on Moneymakers. And Melodil's already looking for the +1. The roll's going to be off the mark. It can set up for some of the extra damage. Lucas has got the corner, but there won't be any damage. It's just up to himself. Ugor's going to try and step back in. He's got the Requiem to play around with. Shigetsu reads his instinct, moves over to the left side, but the Razors are back up now to work with. And now Lucas, he can even time walk over the top. They'll need some bashes and they'll get it. Melody, though, off all the kills that we saw down bottom, he was able to get enough experience for his own ultimate. And it doesn't seem like Lucas is winning the man fight. I didn't. Well, now with Bignem here, they definitely will with the help of the Beastmaster as well. So, well, Slayer TP's down. Everyone's here after him his deaths. Why not? All right.
That's a lot of gold on offer, knowing that he doesn't have a TP available and he doesn't have Chronosphere either.
He's got some boys, though. They're starting to come on over. It's another really good read from Moneymakers, but it's going to be a couple of seconds too late to keep their carry alive, but they will get some return kills. First one onto Melodil. And in fact, that will be the only one. Yeah, Slayer's a bit too late.
And they protect their tower. So a little bit more.
They will take a fat stack away. So even though you don't get the kill on the Beastmaster, this is very worth it. They need a TP down. I mean, Phoenix could be the turning point here. You've got this egg to work with. You will lose a vast majority of the stack before a fight even occurs.
Radiant's middle tower
Doesn't even look like they're going to go in. Bignem will dive, but it's a bit awkward of a location for Navi. Slayer tries to swap closer to get the stun. They are grouping up, which is not going to be good. Supernova's in a pretty decent spot now. It's going to be very difficult for them to commit to deal with the egg, especially when Aurora is out to protect it as well. Ugor will still go down. As Melodil are going to die as well. Lucas, he can't crit on the low ground. He won't be able to make it up. Oh, no. Oh, it is so awkward. Time looks back.